Previously on the other episode you might have missed. So we had to do classic 80s TV cars from TV shows, and I was helping the insurance investigator, and I picked the perfect vehicle, as I did. So I got my vehicle and transferred it to Miami Vice. Yeah, that 80s classic TV. I pursued the gimp in his car and I scared him.
Wait on, no you didn't. Wait on, continue advice. This vehicle spawns at 12 o'clock during the day, and you can get this vehicle done up like that classic 80s TV what I used to watch. Yeah, you all know what it is.
Wait on, you can't do that vehicle like that at all.
Wait on, you did a vehicle and it was completely different.
Wait on, fellas, I'm sure that he based this on the Lethal Weapon series. What's in the 2000s? Not the 80s Miami Vice vehicle. No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't make it like crazy as like a box. No, it's crazy like a fox. Well, his vehicle was a bag of rubbish and broke down, and I pursued the gimp, and I scared him so much that he didn't come on the show. But he will, I'll make sure of that. I ain't got a clue what's going on there. It looks like a damn gone lot of bunch of cheating so-and-sos. So let's get back to the original challenge we're meant to be doing.
No, I remember that you definitely had the Lethal Weapon car because you was on about Mel Gibson and all that lot.
No, I definitely was talking about John Johnson and all that lot. No, I think definitely you was then all of a sudden when you were mentioning Mel Gibson, then the Legion got brought into it. And I told you not to be blasphemous on Jesus.
Well, I've got some more facts on that. Jesus has 2 billion followers, but his actual name was Yeshua in Hebrew. That is modern name Joshua. So the name Jesus was Isis in Greece from Yeshua, but close English to Greek translation is Jesus. Also looking into Jesus further, there's a Gospel of Thomas removed from the Bible known as Gospel of Infancy about Jesus' childhood. That includes things like Jesus blowing up a snake when he was only 2, Jesus was brushed up against by another child, and the Gospel said Jesus was provoked and said unto him, Thou shalt not finish thy course. Then the child immediately fell down and died. So there isn't a huge discrepancy or change between the Old Testament and New with this other Gospel. So it is a bit like Father like Son was made clear in this removed book. Plus it also included tall tales of young Jesus fighting hordes of dragons that tried to kill Mary. Also, many believe Jesus well, Joshua, his original name was, an only child. This Gospel mentioned his unnamed sisters and Mary and Joseph's 4 sons, James, Simon, Judas, not the same Judas that betrayed Jesus, and Mark. Also a large family. Also not a poor family like a lot of people think, as they were named carpenters. This came under the word tecton, meaning art, artisan, architect, so a middle class family. By his 20s, Jesus had married Mary Magdalene and had 2 children. This sounds a little familiar, as it was a popular book plot in the Da Vinci Code. But evidence proved this not to be a huge jump in imagination, found in 2016. So in short, was Jesus' childhood and early 20s removed from the modern Bible? When and why I didn't research into too deeply due to this being a car show. But to cover other bits of myths around Jesus I discovered in my research, here's 7 more interesting facts. Jesus had 70 disciples altogether, but they all spread across many different nations, so there wasn't a lot of books done on them all. Jesus was born in a house, unlike the nativity story of the barn. 3. Jesus in art is inaccurate, with white skin, but from being Hebrew Jewish descent, living in the Middle East would have been dark skinned or tanned, not pearly white. 4. Jesus rising from the dead isn't unique in Christianity, as there's 12 separate cases from the Bible people rising after death. So not so special Christmas miracle. 5. Outside of the Bible, it's even less unique, as Hindus had a free Holy Trinity before Christianity was founded. And 6. Hindus also had a Holy Son born into carpentry. And 7. Egyptians, Cyrus was a miraculous birth who went on to die a horrible death to be the gatekeeper to the afterlife. So as you can see, there's quite a few familiarities in these religions. So gentlemen, in short, do your research before talking about any subject, especially cars, as that's the show's topic. Plus, this marvellous technological advancement of the internet research has become super easy, as all sources are available in your home or on the go. There's no need to track down physical sources, but also make sure it's reliable and true, like this Caravan Weekly article sound like fake news, so double check before reporting on this show.
What do you mean I'm not one of my damn gone full facts? There is a true religion about the V8 God, and everyone very well knows that was in Caravan Weekly. Yeah, that's right, yeah, right. I mean, I noticed that we'll be nice and polite and let her babble on, didn't we, fellas? But we are meant to be helping her to talk to the game by having a new challenge, or, well, introducing motors.
That motor looks familiar.
Well, yeah, we'll let the gimp have the keys to, you know, Captain Know-It-All's garage, and we're trying out these motors for, you know, test speeding them. Like our fellow American was saying, but she was speaking through it all.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed to interrupt her, are we?
Oh yeah, we're not, are we? So, oh, there we go, he got first place, 1 minute, 17 seconds, not bad, quite impressive, innit?
Yeah, but what we might be doing on this program?
Now for another new challenge, so we're going to get the rules right. What's happening over down there? I don't know. Hey, now to the new rules of the new challenge.
Train hopping challenge, tunnel to bridge. Time. Must pick a car that can hop to jump from the back to the front compartments of the train, then leap off the front before the bridge and start hopping onto the back of the train after the tunnel. Rule 1. Go past the bridge and still on the train, you're out. Rule 2. Not allowed to side hop to miss out train sections, or you're out. Rule 3. Fall off the train, you must hop on the back to the front in the same time to travel to the bridge. You lose that time or distance.
So, Garpa, what the hell is happening down there? I'm not too sure.
Just get on with it! Put the image on, come on.
As you can gather, I'm doing up my motor because I ain't got all that fancy stuff yet.
What's wrong with your other car?
Now I'm doing my supernatural car, alright? So, there I am to spend that money.
Where on? What's the kid doing on?
Because I'm lending my motor to him.
Can't believe you just spent our budget on your car and you got one already.
No, I'm helping the insurance investigator, so I'm lending the motor to the gimp, and I don't know what he's actually doing near the garage with it, but you know. Whoa, what's he spending the budget?
Oh, it's alright for you to spend the budget, but he's doing your car up nice for you.
Well, you're doing nothing wrong with it in the first place. I mean, what's he done to it?
Looks like Princess Bubblegum paint job. Actually, I quite like it.
Oh, I don't.
Mr. Gimp, I still need to speak to you about the investigation, so please contact me via my office line to arrange a date and time suitable for us both, so we're not interrupting the show's challenges, or at least keeping it to a minimum amount of interference from the show's layout, please. Now, let's get on with this challenge.
Yeah, well, don't like what he's done to my motor, alright?
Never mind that.
Well, I like it.
Well, she would, wouldn't she? She's a girl.
Don't be nice. Oh yeah, we've got to talk nice and posh, haven't we? I mean, rather. Oh, look what he's done. Rather that he's missed. What a blunder that was.
Oh yes, it was, wasn't it? Oh, I can't be bothered with this posh talking because you're interrupting, talking about Jesus and stuff and that.
It's not Jesus. What she'd said. His name is Joshua. You know, based on the lethal weapon dude that nobody don't forget. Well, everyone remembers Mr. Joshua.
Let's get back to the challenge.
Well, yeah, but you mentioned Joshua in Lethal Weapon.
Not
Everybody
now.
doesn't remember the bad guy in it, you know, main guy. But everyone remembers the
challenge. I mean, look at that. He's landed that really well.
Well, yeah, but.
Yeah, you know, mate.
Well, she was interrupting me. I had a good political point. That's why Mel Gibson, master did that Jesus film, that religious film.
Another good jump there. Now another one, and you're not commenting on it. You're still going on about a past subject.
What do you mean past subject? You mentioned it.
Not now. I haven't.
Well, yeah, but what were the
Hey, look,
theory?
he's nearly at the front. He's doing really well.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Hey, he's at the
What's
front
wrong
now.
with that, fellas? Now, why are you interrupting the lady for?
Well,
Hey,
we're
he's
not.
done it. So that's how you meant to do it. So let's see how you guys get on.
As I was saying,
Oh, no. What?
right, you know the lethal weapon, Mr. Joshua. Nobody don't forget who he is, right? Nobody don't know the main bad guy's name. They'll forget him, right? Now I know one of my theories about was that the famous Jesus Christ superstar. Well, it's not. It's Mr. Joshua. So that's why Mel Gibson did that film, because it's Joshua. Don't be a bloody idiot! Why aren't we paying attention to what you lot are doing?
Ooh, that got on it really well there. Come on, you need to comment about the challenge.
I am Car.
Shut up, kid. You know, nobody want you to piping up. Anyhow, she's on about the challenge, isn't she?
Well, Car unfortunately slipped then, but at least Car's trying to get involved.
Yeah, well, that'd be cheating if he's using computers and all that lot. Not like my supernatural car. I've got fight demons and vampires and angels and God itself with my supernatural car.
Since when do you have to do all that? Anyhow, I'm not using any scanners and stuff and all that lot in it. You can do it itself.
Oh, so you're cheating again?
Well, you cheated having a complete different car.
No, I didn't. Fellas, this situation about Gary Boosty you're on about. Now, Mel Gibson was fighting Jesus in Lethal Weapon. Is that what it was on about?
You're a loser.
No. Gary Busey was born on the 29th of June 1944. He is a prolific actor, appearing in over 150 films, including Lethal Weapon in 1987. But on December 4th, 1988, he was severely injured in a motorcycle accident, as he wasn't wearing a helmet. So his skull was fractured and doctors expected he had permanent brain damage. But then he had a bad cocaine overdose in 1995 alongside with the accident, made him become a strong Christian. But in 1997, regular nosebleeds turned out to be plum-sized cancerous tumour he had removed with success. However, whilst filming the second season of Celebrity Rehab in 2008, he referred to a psychiatrist as his brain injury had a great effect on him, as it removed mental filters to cause him to speak and act impulsively, with scandal and controversy before knowing it was due to his brain damage from the bike accident.
So Mel Gibson didn't hurt him at all then?
No, she's not on about that. Why do you keep ruining it all?
Well, because you keep coming out with all this important information. No, you're just a rubbish horse, you. Never mind, what do you mean? Oh. Hey there, fellas. Now, as we're going to say, we're going to get back onto the original challenge. Okay?
You seem to ruin it all the time. Doing or interrupting that. You know, I can understand what the actual insurance investigator was getting at about presenting it, and he was ruining it. Yeah, because you knew you were gonna lose that challenge.
So you lost it as well. You didn't do any better. You went over the bridge and all that lot.
So you were noticing, but we noticed that you didn't even do very well, did you?
That's right, hey, you did. That's why you keep babbling on about a load of rubbish. And you heard about Mel Gibson fighting the Lord and Almighty and all that lot. I wasn't. You were fighting Joshua. Jesus, well, it's the same name, innit? Oh, she didn't mean it like that. Yes, Sally, idiot. Oh, what do you mean? I mean, I was doing a good job, what? I mean, I've got good theories. People need to know these things, or what?
What they do need is about us doing a good job on this show, you know.
I agree. In fact, the producers have requested a clear winner from these challenges from now on, with a point system. Who has the most points at the end of the show's season will resolve mankind's greatest conflict. Who is the king of all presenters on the Best Automatic Show? And next season will consist of a title fighting champion and contenders to gain the King of Presenter title for ultimate bragging rights, and an incentive pay increase over the loser presenters' pay, that you're all currently paid the same wage at the moment, so the winner would gain more. This is in the hope you become more organised and professional presenters.
I'm already a professional, what?
Oh, but that's quite a good idea.
Don't you be sucking up to her.
I wasn't sucking up to her, I'm talking reasonable.
Oh, what's the difference with you talking reasonable? You don't talk reasonable at all. You don't talk reasonable. I'm talking about Mel Gibson fighting a load of mighty as I just already said. That's damn gone right. These idiots are just idiots, aren't they? Yeah, bruv, I mean, I'm here to protect you and all that, look, but I've got to make sure that you're just making a mockery of this programme. Or even my mate can do a better job at hosting this show. Alright, mate. And on that bouncing tire, it's time to end the show.
Bye, have a great time.
On the next episode on our GTA special, we're gonna class it as a 70s car chase movie special, and it's gonna be in 4 parts. And you'll be wondering which movie it's gonna be based on. Well, we were just talking about that geezer, you know, Kill Bill guy, and I've got some information that he was in Hong Kong Fooey. No, he didn't play the bloody dog one. He was in the Kung Fu TV series where he walks on toilet paper without breaking it.
Toilet paper?
Yes, I understand what we're on about. Hong Kong Phooey was a 1970s cartoon, but we're actually talking about a TV series about a monk what was in the Wild West beating up cowboys and all that lot, and ninjas and all that lot. Yeah, that really happened in the 70s. My supernatural vehicle doesn't look like any of them vehicles in that film with that guy what played Kill Bill, David Carradine. Is that it? No, I'm worried about the one with the greatest actor in the whole wide world, Jason Statham. Oh, the one in the Fast and Furious movies? No, he's not in Death Race. Yeah, he's in Death Race. There's more than whatever you're on about. David Carradine. We're not talking about this poor demise where you found dead in Thailand, Bangkok, where it could be in a murder or something. Now we're talking about our petrolhead history movies we liked him in, like the 1977 film Thunder and Lightning. And it's got Kate Jackson in this movie as well, and we all know that she's a lovely dear petrolhead. She is actually.
Wasn't she in JLR's interviews or a lot of things when they talk about her car history?
Well, she was in a lot of TV programs, wasn't she? Like Charlie's Angels.
Need car alarm, not nuclear drinking alarm.
What's going on?
Chicken alarm, I don't need that. I need that certain alarm because I know you when you mention Charlie's Angels, you go all weird and pervert. So I need pervert alarm. That's why.
What do we give up with stupid noises like that? Anyhow, we're trying to talk about serious stuff. A lot of people get confused with Al Neenan back in 1981 Cannonball Run that David Carradine was in that movie, but he wasn't. He was in the 1976 Cannonball. No run in it, just Cannonball, right? And that was the film he was only in. I know there's a lot of people get confused, like Death Race. A lot of people get confused with him being in that one as well.
Yes, gentlemen, Death Race 2000 is a 1975 fantasy sports film, and then Death Race 2 came out in 2010, then Death Race 3 Inferno 2013, and Death Race 2015 in 2017, and Death Race Beyond in 2018. So there's 5 Death Race movies in a quick cash grab in the 2000s. However, only the original is pre-millennial. In 1975, despite being based in the year 2000, when America is on the brink of collapse and the most popular sport is no longer Formula 1 or MotoGP, but a transcontinental road race for fastest time as we expect, but also points for running over innocent pedestrians. But the 2000 race includes Frankenstein, played by David Carradine, who had the reputation like Star Wars Vader, more machine than man. But he's up against Joe Viterbo, known as Hard as Nails Machine Gun, played by Sylvester Stallone. But some have a plan to stop this year's race. So
the movie rates 2000. There's a famous actor, Sylvester Stallone, in it. And you'll be thinking he's going to be playing the major part in this movie. You really think so? But he plays a funny character called Machine Gun Joe with a Rambo knife on his car. But the main character is Frankenstein. Not the monster or the scientist, but a guy called Frankenstein. And yeah, it's got David Carradine. And he's actually the main actor in that movie.
What about Sylvester Stallone? He's a bigger actor.
Yeah, but at the time, he hasn't done Rocky and all them films and all that lot. They were lucky, it's some coincidence how he got that part in Race 2000 and that.
So, Sylvester Stallone wasn't that popular then?
No, not at that time, but that movie soon got him recognised now, because it's a major proper petrolhead movie.
Well, I know Sylvester Stallone more than that David Carradine fella.
Well, yeah, I know, because Sylvester Stallone got more popular then, didn't he? because he did Rocky and Rambo and all them other movies and all that lot. But anyhow, you're knocking me off sidetrack now. Do you mind, right? It's going to show you some clips now of well, Dead Race, I would say, but to remind us about Death Race. We always seen that you know, the stories about like prisoners in a prison, and they do it for entertainment, like, you know, going into these cars with machine guns and shooting each other and all that lot. But in the 1975 movie, it was completely different. It's like a big massive continental race across America, and they get marked to win the race by running people over, and you get points, like, you know, the upgraded running over the elderly over 70, you get 70 points, and teenagers what 40 points, and babies and stuff, you get more points and all that lot.
It sounds balmy, but I know what you're on about.
Oh, do you know? I mean, a lot of people get confused with movies like, you know, 1971 movie like James Bond with the red Mustang and that. And the point is our movie, our Petrolhead movie we're going to be mentioning, is based in 1971, not 1975. So technically, yeah, we're talking about the movie Death Race, but it's not actually Death Race at all. I mean, this clip will give you a bit of a clue.
You're just rambling, aren't you? Wait on. What's this bit doing on?
Well, this bit is sort of to try to tell us what we're going to be actually on about. You know, Death Race. You know, this is like, you know, you think of prisoners. You know, and they're forced to do something like putting lipstick and makeup and earrings and wear dresses to you know, entertain rich men and all that lot.
What the hell are you on about? What, a Death Race?
No, I'm Charlie's Angels.
Oh, bleeding knew you've been trying to sneak Charlie's Angels in again, haven't you? Oh, why?
Well, this episode is very popular. It reminds me of Death Race, but it's like, you know, we associate America with them chain gangs and all that lot, and it's got a famous actress in it. I'm bleeding out. Patsy Kenzie. Well, the point is, she was the latest. Last Sean Connery's Bond girl.
I haven't seen Bond and I don't know about Bond. Why are you sneaking Bond into all this for?
Well, the point is, there's some interesting facts. I mean, Elsa Anderson was his first Bond lady.
And this is the time I should put the pervert alarm on, isn't it? I need to find the right one, not the Room, not Batman alarm, not Chuck Norris alarm. Oh, that's it, I've got pervert alarm.
Why do you have to pop bloody pervert alarm? It's a bloody annoying bar. All I mentioned was bleeding Charlie's Angels.
We might be talking about Death Race, but now we might be talking about the movie we're doing. And you're about Charlie's Angels.
Well, yeah, I'm mentioning that because this guy is in the film what we're on about.
Jimmy Anthony, his name was, wasn't it?
Now, he changed his name because another actor had that, so it was Anthony James he changed it to, and that's why we all know him as Anthony James.
Did he come from North Carolina?
Well, when his dad passed away when he was 8 and he graduated from school, he wanted to become an actor, and his mum sold everything and then went off with 3 suitcases to Hollywood.
Just totally random like that?
Yeah, they went to a Greek church, and yeah, he got this role in this movie where he just played a gay couple and they just got married and that, and we all know now we're on about the #1 film, Vanishing Point.
Wait on, I thought they might have robbed a couple that were just married, because they were carjackers.
No, it was a gay couple which just got married. The car broke down and they decided to hitchhike and rob Chowalski, didn't they?
No,
Right, the thing is about this movie, people will get a different perspective what they think when they watch this movie. It's like the ending and all that lot, isn't it? Everyone has a different impression of this movie, or maybe this is why it's so iconic and it's getting more popular how older it gets.
well, yeah, that's one good point. Or maybe it's got the #1 star, that Dodge Charger.
Yeah, the Chrysler Hemi 440 Magnum, but it's not the most popular Charger at all. Yeah, we're talking about the General Lee, yeah, but yeah, it's still the iconic car. But they say there were 5 original cars used in the movies. 4 of them were 440 speed and a 380 automatic. But they said there was 8 vehicles used in the original Vanishing Point, and one of them, right, they said they all got destroyed, but one of them got stolen by a lady called Misty, but the police soon caught up with her and got the car back, and yeah, they had to destroy them all because they said the movie was a bad influence of people being, you know, a drug crazed idiot what wanted to go around on a rampage of high speed and stuff. I mean, they ruined the Alpine white vehicle, but they didn't. It was a Camaro, the last shot you see it crashing into them bulldozers. So we all know Barry Newman was the character of Chowalski, and he played with the English actress Charlotte Rampling. And her scene was actually taken out because she was met with the Grim Reaper and got him stoned.
Here we have the Gimp doing a speed challenge with the 1970s Dodge Challenger, a 440 cubic inch V8. Only 8 white Challengers were loaned from Chrysler during the filming of the original 1971 Vanishing Point.
Cleveland Little played the blind DJ in Vanishing Point. More famous, he was in Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles, playing Bart the sheriff. He was in The Fall Guy, The Chase as well. Yeah, the 2nd season. But we're on about Dean Jagger. Right, he's a character what collects rattlers and snakes for sugar and coffee and all sorts of stuff.
And I think also what you're trying to explain with the Christmas lights is you're going all the way around the lake after robbing the shop, destroy as many police cars as possible until you return all the way back to the scene of the crime.
Victoria Medlin was a singer in real life, but she played an ex-girlfriend to our character Chowalski. I've got the idea what happened in Vanishing Point. He felt guilty. That's why he crashed in them bulldozers, because he robbed from a charity. So there's plenty of actors in the movie, but none of them didn't actually brought their girlfriends to actually come and star in the actual movie. Well, believe it or not, one actor did, and he actually had his girlfriend play a very major role. Yeah, she played Angel's girlfriend, and she did a very good pose on her motorcycle. Yeah, the one and only Paul Cosgrove actually had his girlfriend at the time playing a certain part in that movie, Vanishing Point. And we got other actors like
Exodar from Mark and Mindy.
You mean Robert Donner? That's a character he played, isn't it, in Mark and Mindy? But yeah, he plays Paul Cosgrove's partner in chasing Chowalski in that police car, don't he?
Yeah, well, there is other actors we should mention.
Alright, there was Stephen Darden, right? He was a funny comedian actor, but he did some serious roles like in Planet of the Apes and all that lot. But like, getting to serious things, I know some interesting facts. You know that Paul had his ex-girlfriend working on the film, and she played that very certain, very important part. I mean, she wasn't used to posing nude in anything like, and she actually had sunbathe to get rid of her bikini line, and she had got sort of sunburnt down below where she nether regions were, and it was horrible and scabby, and she had to sit on her motorcycle seat, a leather seat, in the desert, and ride through cactuses as well, and she was frightened of falling off. And then bleeding Paul Newman thought it was alright, thinking it's very hard doing this scene. That's why he's got that strange smile on his face, thinking I've seen Paul's girlfriend naked all the time.
Bye, have a great time.
Bye, Melissa.